Hey everybody, it's Rabbi Chernitsky. This week's Torah portion, this week's parsha is the parsha of Eykev in the book of Deuteronomy. Amongst many things the parsha speaks about is the mitzvah, the commandment of Mezuzah. If you have not seen a Mezuzah, you don't know what it is, I'll show you. This is a Mezuzah. This is actually the case. The Mezuzah is the scroll that's inside, written on a special piece of parchment by an expert Jewish scribe who's familiar with the laws, uses special kosher ink. Many times there are cheap mezuzahs in the market that are just printed with a printer or written by people unfamiliar with the laws, and those are not kosher. They're invalid. You want to make sure you have a mezuzah from a God-fearing, proper Jewish scribe. If you need one, touch base with us, rabbinewfoundland@gmail.com or 341-8770. We've been happy to help you. The Mezuzah is the scroll that contains the scriptural passages, the verses in the Torah, that speak about the mitzvah of the Mezuzah. The Torah doesn't say why to do it. It just says that God instructed us to do it. To write them, you should write them on the doorpost of your houses and your gates. And so it's a commandment, a mitzvah upon every Jewish man or woman to have a mezuzah on every door of their house. At the very least, if a person can't, you put it on the front door. The Talmud tells us that the mezuzah protects the home and the people in it, whether you're inside of the house or outside of the house. Having a mezuzah protects you. Why? With this mitzvah, God protects you. The Beit Yosef, the Beis Yosef, Rabbi Yosef Karo, who lived in the 16th century in Israel, he's famous for writing the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law. In his work, the Beit Yosef, which he wrote on the previous work before he wrote the Shulchan Aruch, known as the Tur. So, when it comes to the Mitzvah of Mezuzah, he writes that Mezuzah is a Nes Nigle. It's a revealed miracle. Other commandments, God promises a long life, different types of blessings, but we don't necessarily see the blessing in a revealed way. When it comes to the mitzvah of Mezuzah, says Rabbi Yosef Karo, that it's a nes nigle, it's a revealed miracle, something that we could see and appreciate, and for that, I'm going to share with you an unreal story. 40 years ago, Rabbi Yitzchak David Grossman, a famous rabbi in Israel, he got a call from his daughter. She was studying in seminary in Safed in Tzfaz, and she is complaining about her eye. One of her eyes hurt, and then it turned red, and then it started to bleed. And they went to every expert in Israel. Rabbi Grossman was very well connected. They went from one expert to the other, one hospital to the next, and every ophthalmologist, every eye expert had a different opinion on what the problem is and what the solution should be. Finally, somebody told Rabbi Grossman of an eye expert in New Jersey, the top expert in the world. So, the next day, they got on a plane, they secured an appointment, they landed at 6 a.m. in New Jersey from Israel, him and his daughter. 8 a.m., they got the first appointment. He snuck them in before his day began. And this doctor in New Jersey had a special machine that no other doctor had at the moment. The machine took pictures of the daughter's eye from all directions. And then the doctor says, please come back in 3 days until I have time to analyze the special pictures that the machine produces. He said, okay. So the daughter says, we are here in New Jersey. Let's go see the Lubavitcher Rebbe in Brooklyn. So they take a taxi, and they make it to the main Chabad synagogue, 770 Eastern Parkway in Brooklyn, just before the morning prayers at 10 a.m. They got there just before the Rebbe got there for the prayer service, and everybody standing outside. That's the way it used to be. The men on the right side, the women on the left side, as the Rebbe would come into the synagogue from the street. The Rebbe would usually be driven, a few times he would walk. And as the Rebbe is walking from the car to the synagogue, this Rabbi Grossman stands in the Rebbe's way, which is not the way things are usually done, but he felt that it was necessary, it was an emergency. So he says, Rebbe, my daughter her eye is not well. So the Lubavitcher returns, looks at the daughter, turns back to Rabbi Grossman. He says, check your mezuzahs, and she will live a long life, and you will enjoy much nachas, much Jewish pride and pleasure from her and her children. So, after praying, Rabbi Grossman called his wife in Israel, okay, 6 hours later due to a time difference, and he says, okay, this is what the Lubavitcher Rebbe said. We need to take down all the mezuzahs and check them right away, and also, please ask the seminary to do the same. Lo and behold, the mezuzahs, one of the mezuzahs in the seminary, whether it was the one in her dormitory, the one or one of her classrooms, was missing the word einecha, which means your eyes. They replaced the mezuzah that day, okay? This happened all on a Monday. They had flown Monday morning. The appointment was at 8 on Monday. 10, they spoke to the Rebbe. He called his wife right away. By that night, they had already changed the problematic mezuzah at the seminary. That night, his daughter tells him, to Rabbi Grossman, I feel something in my eye moving. Sure enough, by the next day, she was completely fine. They weren't 100% sure what to do with it, so, and like, is it gonna last? Is it true? Is she really healed? So they said, we will keep the appointment with the doctor, with the follow-up appointment. They go back to the doctor, and the doctor almost faints. He says, I never saw anything like this. She's 100% fine. Fast forward, 17 years later. Rabbi Grossman is invited to Teaneck, New Jersey as a speaker. And when he walks into the synagogue where the event takes place, somebody calls him over. Says, Rabbi Grossman, hi. He didn't recognize him. And he says, Rabbi Grossman, I'm that eye doctor that you came to see together with your daughter with the bleeding eye 17 years ago. I became religious because of you. I saw clearly the hand of God. And that's the story. This is the point I wanted to share. That a mezuzah brings us divine protection and blessing in a revealed way, in an open way. If you don't have one, get one today. Shabbat Shalom. Take care.